के चरणों में सारा संसार, शिव की महिमा जग का आधार। पुकारे मन से भक्ति की धारा, नित्यानंद के संग सत्य का सहारा। ओम नमः शिवाय जपते हर पल, शिव की लीला अनोखा है खेल। मीनाक्षी संग दिव्यता की झल, गुरु के संग जग सारा चमक। पुराणों की कथाएं हर श्लोक में प्रकाश, शिव का तांडव ब्रह्मांड का वास। गंगा की धारा गुरु का उपदेश, नित्यानंद का प्रेम सब कुछ विशेष। हर महादेव गूंजे गगन, शिव की शक्ति अद्भुत है अगन। भक्ति का सागर लहरों का नाद, गुरु की कृपा से मिटे हर विवाद। गुरु की कृपा से मिटे हर विवाद। ओम नमः शिवाय जपते हर पल, शिव की लीला अनोखा है खेल। मीनाक्षी संग दिव्यता की झल, गुरु के संग जग सारा चमक। पुराणों की कथाएं हर श्लोक में प्रकाश, शिव का तांडव ब्रह्मांड वास। गंगा की धारा गुरु का उपदेश, नित्यानंद का प्रेम सब कुछ विशेष। हर हर महादेव गूंजे ये गगन, शिव की शक्ति अद्भुत है अगन। भक्ति का सागर लहरों का नाद, गुरु की कृपा से मिटे हर विवाद। शिव की त्रिनेत्र ज्ञान का दीप, मीनाक्षी की मूर्त भक्ति का संगीत। गुरु की शिक्षा जीवन का प्रकाश, नित्यानंद का नाम सच्चाई का आकाश। ओम नमः शिवाय जपते हर पल, शिव की लीला अनोखा है खेल। मीनाक्षी संग दिव्यता की झल, गुरु के संग जग सारा चमक। जग सारा चमक, जग सारा चमक। जग सारा चमक। जग सारा चमक। गुरु के चरणों में सारा संसार, शिव की महिमा जग का आधार। पुकारे मन से भक्ति की धारा, नित्यानंद के संग सत्य का सहारा। ओम नमः शिवाय जपते हर पल, शिव की लीला अनोखा है खेल। मीनाक्षी संग दिव्यता की झल, गुरु के संग जग सारा चमक। पुराणों की कथाएं हर श्लोक में प्रकाश, शिव का तांडव ब्रह्मांड का वास। गंगा की धारा गुरु का उपदेश, नित्यानंद का प्रेम सब कुछ विशेष। हर महादेव गूंजे गगन, शिव की शक्ति अद्भुत है अगन। भक्ति का सागर लहरों का नाद, गुरु की कृपा से मिटे हर विवाद। गुरु की कृपा से मिटे हर विवाद। ओम नमः शिवाय जपते हर पल, शिव की लीला अनोखा है खेल। मीनाक्षी संग दिव्यता की झल, गुरु के संग जग सारा चमक। जग सारा चमक। पुराणों की कथाएं हर श्लोक में प्रकाश शिव का तांडव ब्रह्मांड वास गंगा की धारा गुरु का उपदेश नित्यानंद का प्रेम सब कुछ विशेष। हर हर महादेव गूंजे ये गगन शिव की शक्ति अकुत है अगन। भक्ति का सागर लहरों का नाद गुरु की कृपा से मिटे हर विवाद। शिव की त्रिनेत्र ज्ञान का दीप मीनाक्षी की मूर्त भक्ति का संगीत। गुरु की शिक्षा जीवन का प्रकाश नित्यानंद का नाम सच्चाई का आकाश। ओम नमः शिवाय जपते हर पल शिव की लीला अनोखा है खेल। मीनाक्षी संग दिव्यता की झल गुरु के संग जग सारा चमक। जग सारा चमक।
Nithyanandam, and welcome to all those of you who are joining us for today's live Nithyananda Yoga session. Please do come and get settled down as we get started by chanting the Sadguru Vandanam, invoking the presence of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, to manifest through us as we do Nithyananda Yoga today. Nithyanandam Paramasukharam Kevalam Niyadamurtim Dvandvaतीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्य विलक्षणम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. The next step of Nithyananda Yoga is the chanting of the Shiva Moola mantra, invoking the presence of Paramashiva himself to manifest, because yoga is not about man trying to reach towards the divine, but it is about the divine flooding through the man. Beautifully, yoga makes you a plug just to fit in to the cosmic energy and allow that to manifest through you. So when we chant the Shiva Moola mantra, we manifest Paramashiva here with us strongly and powerfully. You will be chanting it completely internally without verbalizing it out loud. And we will be chanting it loudly so that it's easy for you to follow along. We'll be doing the japa 11 times. Om Ham Ham Shiva. Om Ham Ham Shiva Namaha. Om Ham Ham Shiva Namaha. Om Ham Ham Shiva Namaha. Om Ham Ham Shivaya 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 Namaha. The next step of Nithyananda Yoga is the Tattvachamanam, the ritualistic cleansing of the body and mind to become a pure vessel ready to receive Paramashiva's energy as he flows through you during Nithyananda Yoga. So for the Tattvachamanam, you will need your Panchapatra Manudharani, the traditional cup and spoon, filled with fresh water. Place your right hand in the Gokarna Mudra, bending the index finger, slightly cupping your palm. Take one udharani of water, put it in the center of your palm, and sip the water through the base of your palm at the end of each of the following mantras. Om Atma Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Vidya Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Shiva Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Wash your hand with the water from the Panchapatra. With the base of the right hand thumb, wipe your upper and lower lip from right to left along with the following mantra. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your hand. With the tips of the right hand, index, middle and ring fingers joined together, touch above your upper lip and below your lower lip. Wash your hand. With the tip of the right hand, thumb and index finger joined together, touch your right nostril, left nostril. With the ring finger and thumb joined together, touch your right eye, right ear and left ear. Wash your hand. With the base of the right hand, thumb and little finger joined together, touch your navel center, your right chest and your left chest. With all the fingers of your right hand joined together, touch the top of your head, your right shoulder, left shoulder and your heart center. With that, we'll be entering into the Sankalpa, where you will be creating your conscious intention. What are you looking to manifest through Nithyananda Yoga today? When you decide that I want to manifest health and move your body with that intention, then health simply manifests. When you decide that you want to manifest wealth, then when you move your body with that intention, wealth manifests. So, with what intention you move your body, that is what manifests. Now, holding that conscious intention in your inner space, we will be doing the Sankalpa. Place your right hand over your left into the Sankalpa Mudra and place both your palms onto your right thigh. Close your eyes with your conscious intention as we chant the Sankalpa Mantra.
ॐ ममोपात्र समस्त दुरितक्षयद्वारा भगवच्छ्री नित्यानन्द परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम् श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत ईश्वर परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम् च शुभे शोभमुहूर्ते अद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीयपरार्धे श्री श्वेतवराह कल्पे वैवस्वतमे मन्त्रे अष्टाविंशतितमे नित्ययोगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये विश्वावसुनां संवत्सरे दक्षिणायने श्रीलक्ष्मीवेङ्कटेश्वर ऋतौ शुभमासे शुभपक्षे शुभदितौ शुभमासयुक्तायां शुभनक्षत्र शुभयोग शुभकर्म एवं गुणविशेषं
Shri
कैलासोन्नतद्वादशारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षी सुन्दरस्वरूप परशिवपुत्र कुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यवतार श्रीपार्वती स्तन्यपाणलब्ध दिव्यज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागमसारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्र श्रीमत्परमशिव करुणासमुद्रिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्री समस्त विरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्यापवर्ग वर्ष विश्राज जीमूत अर्वत कल्पकेसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महत्कार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणार्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समयकर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञानसंबंध श्री ज्ञानसंबंध श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरुः सन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुः कैलास वाची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरुः सन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमंगल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलासपरम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी पंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरुपुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्ग पुरस्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्तिसिद्ध्यर्थं कृपाकटाक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं क्षेमस्थैर्य वीर्य विजयायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याण अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मार्थ काममोक्ष चतुर्विध फलपुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थं मम समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं समस्त मंगलावाप्त्यर्थं भगवन् श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवप्रसादेन सर्वस्य ज्ञानवैराग्य जीवन्मुक्तिप्राप्त्यर्थं पूर्ण आरोग्ययुक्त दृढगात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थं नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये।
Wash your hand with some water from the Panchapatram. Om Apaupasprisya. And now you can place your Panchapatram far away so that you will not get disturbed during your yoga today. And let's get started with some preliminary warm-up exercises. Stretch your legs out in front of you and start to rotate your ankles deeply, giving it a nice stretch in all the directions. Giving yourself a nice stretch. And in the opposite direction. Giving yourself a nice stretch here. You can start to point your toes and flex them back. Point your toes and flex them back. Point your toes and flex them back. One few more times. Pointing your toes and flexing them back. With that, let's now come to a standing position. To give a nice exercise for our knees, bringing your hands to your knees, start to rotate your knees in a nice deep circular motion, feeling your knees stretching out, all the stiffness leaving your body. And in the opposite direction, feel any tightness in your knees leaving. Coming up to a standing position, Bring your hands to your hips and start to rotate your hips in a circular motion. Giving yourself a nice stretch. Feel it in your thighs, in your back, in your hamstrings, everywhere. Feel the stretch. And switch to the opposite direction. Rotating your hips in the opposite direction. Before coming back to a seated position on the mat. On your knees this time. And you're going to be twisting your torso. So you're going to be giving yourself a nice twist at the torso. Twisting from side to side, opening up your chest and shoulders. Feel it nice and deep. And let's rotate our elbows now. Our shoulders, sorry. Bringing your hands into a wide circular motion. And in the opposite direction. Feel your shoulders opening up. Your arms loosening. Repeat this on the other side now. Moving your left hand in a nice circular motion. And again in front. Switching directions. Perfect. Last stretch for our neck. Bringing your neck into a nice circular rotation. Stretching out all sides. Do it the maximum. Don't just rotate it a little bit, but rotate it to its maximum on every side. And relax.
So today we are going to be entering into a series of deep back bending asanas. We're going to be focusing on stretching our back a lot today, opening up our back, bringing the flexibility into our body as part of today's Nithyananda Yoga. In this series, the first asana we're going to be doing is Ushtrasana 2. We'll first be showing you how Ushtrasana 2 is done and then enter into some very fun and preparatory asanas for us to master Ushtrasana. In Ushtrasana 2, you'll be first coming onto your knees with your knees spread apart. From this position, you'll be leaning back, placing your hands on your heels and stretching your back open deeply in Ushtrasana 2. What this does is it will give you a nice deep back bend, especially in your lower back, and your shoulders are nicely opening out, receiving Paramashiva in your body. So this is how Ushtrasana 2 is done. And let us enter into the first preparatory stretches and asanas for Ushtrasana 2. So in Ushtrasana 2, the first asana we are going to be doing is Ushtrasana 1. So we'll enter into doing Ushtrasana 1. We're showing you first how Ushtrasana 1 is done. In Ustrasana 1, you'll be coming to a lying down position on your stomach, catching your feet with your hands and bending your legs towards your body fully. So you need to come to a lying down position, bring both your feet and hands bent, catch your ankles with your hands, your feet with your hands, and pull it as deeply as possible towards the ground. One more thing you can do is you can enter into a slightly deeper variation into Bhekasana, pulling it beside your body towards the ground. So this is going to prepare the lower body, your full lower body for doing Ustrasana, giving you a deep stretch. So hold your legs over here, bend it as deep as possible, pushing your body down. Requesting all of you to come into this position, bending, holding your body down, your legs fully down. Give that nice stretch to your body. As you do this asana, take a few deep breaths, filling your complete body with prana, the life energy force. And let us hold in this position for the count of 5 Mahavakyas. As you hold, bring your awareness to each part, each muscle that is being stretched. In this asana, you'll be stretching your ankles and also a little bit of your hamstrings. So bring the awareness to that part of your body and push yourself over there. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Slowly relax your legs. Come back to a seating position. The next step of doing Ustrasana 2, which we're going to be doing is, you'll need a wall for this step of the asana. Using the wall support, you're going to try to lower yourself. So let us enter into doing it. First, come back onto your knees. And over here, first you're going to lean backwards a bit, holding your hips. With your hands on your hips, lean backwards a bit. What this will do is this will slowly start opening up your lower back. Again, you need to make sure you're not bending your neck too much or your shoulders too much. You need to bend your lower back. From your lower back, you need to bend your upper body. Not from any other part, but your lower back. When you open this up, you'll start to see that nice stretch coming to your lower back. All your muscles that are caught, which are a little tight, being held tight, will start opening up when you lean back. So hold over here for the count of 5 Mahavakyas in a small lower back flexibility bending. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Slowly relax a bit, friend, before we enter into the next deeper position. You can just bend forward a bit, opening up your body a bit. Now, we are going to take this one step further. From bending with your hands on your hips, you're going to try to place your hands from behind on the wall. Make sure you're placing it from behind. You're not just going to be placing it behind from downwards behind like that, but rotating your hands behind from your shoulders, rotating your hands behind and holding the wall there. See, you need to bring your body to a comfortable position as you're over here, adjusting your position and bringing it to a comfortable way of doing this part of the asana. So you're bending back over here, holding. What this will do is now, it will double the stretch on your lower back. It's again stretching mainly your lower back and slowly coming towards your upper back a little bit, but doubling the stretch. So we'll hold over here for another count of 3 Mahavakyas now. Enter into the position and let us hold now for the count of 3 Mahavakyas. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Take a few deep breaths. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Slowly relax. Then give us a very good stretch. You can again bend back down in Vajrasana. So as if you're keeping your back nice and open, not letting it get caught in that position. Take a few deep breaths. Very nice. We'll now enter into the next step of preparing ourselves for this asana. In this next step, we are going to be stretching one foot forward in a lunging position. And over here you'll see your right foot you can keep forward and your left foot behind. Your right foot will be bent forward, and your left foot is going to be placed in an L position behind. First, you can all come to this position. Take a few seconds, come to this position. We are going to be moving one step forward from our wall support bend. The back bend we did with the wall support, we're going to be moving one step forward, directly coming to our ankles in this position. But we're going to be doing it one leg by one to prepare ourselves. So, requesting all of you to come to this position. Once you have come here, you're going to again put your hands behind your back, loosening them behind your back, bending forward and trying to catch your heel with your hands. So you can first bring your right hand, then your left hand. What this does is, this will give you the same stretch which you're going to be getting in Ustrasana too, but with one leg. So you can do it individually for each leg in this position. Bend back, take a few deep breaths, and hold over here for the count of 3 Mahavakyas. Come into a comfortable position and let's hold. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. And relax. Now we'll repeat this on the other side. Bring your left foot behind now and your right foot in front. Or if you're doing it on the opposite side, then bring your right foot in front, your left foot in front and your right foot behind. Come back to this position, take a few deep breaths before we enter. And we'll directly hold this for another count of 3 Mahavakyas. Bending back, placing a respective hand on the ankle and holding here. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Slowly relax. So that gave us a very good stretch to enter into Ushtrasana 2. And for our last preparatory asana and preparatory stretch, we are going to be doing Jatyasana. Just before we enter into doing Jatyasana, I request all of you to bend down into Vajrasana with your hands extended forward. Bend down into Vajrasana with your hands extended forward. Give that nice stretch. Bend your back completely, opening it up. Giving that nice stretch to all your muscles in your back. Offer your gratitude to your body as we enter into doing the last preparatory asana. Slowly lift up now. Relax. And for Jatyasana, what we have to do is coming onto a seating position on our knees with our legs extended behind. You need to open up your legs a bit, placing your body in between your legs in a comfortable position. Requesting all of you to come to this position first. Bring your body in between your legs with your knees bent. You can see how it is done. And from here, what you're going to do is you're going to slowly lower yourself behind. First onto your forearms. Your back is going to be lowered behind, first onto your forearms. And then you're going to bend your head behind, stretching your hands a little bit out, still on your forearms, but a little bit more forward, giving a stretch to your upper back. In this position, you'll be giving a slight stretch to your lower back and also opening out your shoulders. The part where you open out your shoulders in Ushtrasana, mastering that part over here. Open up your back nicely, lying down, holding in Jatyasana. Lift up again. We'll be showing it to you once more how we are going to be doing Jatyasana, such that you can take a good look and you can also do it properly. Jatyasana, lower onto your forearms. From your forearms, giving a nice stretch to your back. Let's hold over here for the count of 3 Mahavakyas. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Slowly relax. That gave us a very good stretch in Jatyasana. Now, we are going to be entering into doing Ushtrasana together. So, first we'll be showing you how to do Ushtrasana and then entering into the various components you're going to be doing while doing Ushtrasana. So, step by step, let us enter into doing Ushtrasana now. Ushtrasana, bend backward. First, bringing your left foot to your left leg. Let us master this first. Bring your left foot to your left leg. What you can do is you can bend your right leg a bit if you want, keeping it in a much more easier position for you to balance. Now stretch behind and bring your left hand to your left foot. This is the first step in Ushtrasana 2. Requesting all of you to come to this position. Bend your left hand behind, bringing it to your left foot. If you're able to do this, great. Now, your right hand, you're going to bend it backwards. From your left, keep your left hand on your left foot. Bend your right hand backwards, bringing it to your right foot. Over here, open up your back, your chest completely, bending backward. If you're able to, lower your neck a bit back too. come to a comfortable position in Ustrasana 2. This is how Ustrasana 2 is done. Hope all of you are getting it. And as we do Ustrasana 2, we are going to be performing the Ujjayi Kumbhaka. We had explored this Kumbhaka yesterday too, and day before yesterday. We'll be showing it to you once more how the Ujjayi Pranayama is done. In Ujjayi Pranayama, you're going to first, before we enter into doing the Pranayama, exhale completely. Then inhale deeply. Once you inhale, you're going to be exhaling, but while you're exhaling, you're going to constrict your throat a bit. While constricting your throat, you're going to exhale. When you exhale like this, you will see that you will make the sound of an ocean. The same sound of an ocean you will be making with your breath. Then again you're going to inhale and again do this. Repeating this in Ustrasana 2 is the Ujjayi Pranayama. The visualization, you're going to be visualizing yourself as a camel as you do Ustrasana 2. The camel is Ushtra. In Sanskrit, a camel is Ushtra. So you're going to be visualizing yourself as a camel, awakening that superconscious mutation within your body in Ustrasana 2. Along with that, performing the Mula Baddha, which is sealing your perineal floor, performing the Shambhavi Mudra. The Shambhavi Mudra will be whether your eyes are open or closed, you're just going to be moving your awareness inwards, bringing your awareness inwards. Chanting the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, as we do Ustrasana 2. So these are the various 12 components we are going to be performing while doing Ustrasana. I request all of you to make sure you're sincerely doing these 12 components as you do Ustrasana 2. Because it is very important that we are performing all the various 12 components of Nithyananda Yoga in each asana. Nithyananda Yoga is not any other kind of yoga which they do nowadays, the modern day type of yoga. It is the authentic revival of the yoga revealed by Paramashiva, the Shashtanga Yoga revealed by Paramashiva, by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam in today's world. So let us make sure we are performing each of these components as we do Ustrasana, and let us now enter into doing Ustrasana together. Come on to your knees. Bend backward. Then Ustrasana. Opening up your chest and bending your neck towards the ground. Merudandagranthidadhya sampipadayishu puman kapotoshtраsanabhyasa kuryanmitahitashanah. Slowly relax. And let us now enter into our next asana.
Take a moment to stretch out your back by coming to a deep counter stretch. Coming down onto the ground in Vajrasana to give a deep stretch for your back. If you want, you can place a yoga block or a rolled up blanket as well under your stomach to get a deep stretch. As we enter into our next asana, Paryankasana. Paryankasana is a very beautiful and powerful asana to help you stretch out your back even deeper. Let's see once how to do it before we get into doing it step by step. In Paryankasana, you will be bringing your hands to your legs. You will be bringing your hands beside your shoulders, and from that, lifting yourself, pushing with your feet and your hands off the ground, lifting up and off the ground, leading with your hips first. So this is how you will be doing Paryankasana. Slowly relax. In Paryankasana, the first stretch you're going to be doing is Chatrasana. In Chatrasana, you're going to be laying down on the mat. And from here, lifting your chest and upper body off the ground. Trying to lean first as back as you can. Trying to lean as backward towards yourself as you can before lifting your feet up towards your head. So trying to bring your feet towards your head in Chatrasana. So take a few seconds. Leaning back, leaning towards your head, your legs towards your head. Now going as backward as you can. Keep pushing yourself here. See, it will take some effort, yes. You will have to keep doing it inch by inch, going backward and more backward. But keep doing it. When you feel that you have stretched, take a moment to relax before lifting yourself back up into that position. Pushing yourself back and then relaxing alternatively. Trying to bring your legs towards your head as much as possible. Lean back again and let's hold now here, bringing your legs as close to your head as possible, holding it for the chant of 3 Mahavakyas. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. And slowly relax. Yes, sorry for that. So this is the beautiful stretch you got in Chatrasana. Now you will look at when you do Paryankasana, you will need a main stretch in your arms as well as strength in your legs. Since your arms and your legs are the ones that are going to be pushing and holding you off the ground, they need to be strong. Let's do a couple of exercises to strengthen our thighs to start off with. First, coming into a lying down position in Unmukha Pithasana 2. From here, bring your hands towards your legs and placing your hands palms flat on the ground beside your legs. Placing your palms flat on the ground beside your legs, you're going to be pushing your hips up and off the ground. So this one, you'll feel the intense stretch, the strengthening happening in your thigh muscles, and you're going to relax. Raise up. And relax. So we're going to be doing this 10 times. Ekam, Dve, Trini, Chatvari, Pancha, षट्, सप्त, अष्ट, नव, दश. Relax. Take a few seconds break. Do please share if you're actually feeling this in your thigh muscles, because the real impact of this exercise is when you feel it in your thighs. So sometimes you will have to play around. You'll have to see the way you position yourself, the way you put the force to get that real stretch, the real strengthening of your thighs. You should be feeling the sweet pain in your thighs as you're doing this asana. Let's do it one more time. 10 raises in Unmukha Pithasana. Ekam, dve, त्रीणि, चत्वारि, पञ्च, षट्, सप्त, अष्ट, नव, दश. Relax. Take a moment. So that was the strengthening we got for our thighs, and it's time to get the strength we need for our arms as well. Now for our arms, we're going to be doing Chaturanga Dandasana and holding in Chaturanga Dandasana for the chant of 3 Mahavakyas, 2 sets of this. So this will really strengthen your arms. And after that, we'll be also stretching out and strengthening our wrists. So first, because in Paryankasana, you will need that wrist flexibility. Come into Chaturanga Dandasana in a plank position with your hands on the ground with your legs extended behind. But we're going to be holding in Chaturanga Dandasana, where you're going to stretch your legs out behind with your hands at the side of your body. Bring your elbows to the side of your hips by leaning down and hold here. So you can come back up once. And now take a moment to relax before we're going to now hold it there in the position all the way towards the ground. You're going to be holding it there in Chaturanga Dandasana for the chant of 3 Mahavakyas. 3, 2, 1 and start. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Slowly relax. Now taking a moment to stretch out your wrists, put your wrists in front of you and give them a nice rotation. And in the opposite direction, pushing your wrists in all the directions, opening them up well. Let us do Chaturanga Dandasana again now for the chant of another 3 Mahavakyas. Come to position, lower yourself to the ground and hold. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. And relax. That was for our arms and for our legs. Now we're going to be moving step by step into actually doing Paryankasana. To do Paryankasana, the first way that you can easily do it is by taking the wall support and doing it.
So to do Paryankasana with the wall support, we are going to be first coming to a standing position. Requesting all of you to come to a standing position. And from here, you're going to be holding the wall behind your back slowly lowering yourself towards the ground. Walking down slowly, use the wall as support for you to slowly walk down. Now you will see as you walk down, your legs might walk a bit forward, might come a bit forward. That is completely fine. It's just you need more back flexibility to be able to hold in the deeper variation of Paryankasana. Otherwise, doing it in any other way is fine. With your legs a bit forward is completely fine. So bend yourself backwards. Lowering your body down. Going as deep as possible down, trying to bring your hands to the ground. So I'll show it to you. You can even, if you're able to master this advanced variation, is doing it even without the wall support, which is just bending backwards, bringing your hands to the ground and holding in Paryankasana. So this is how we do Paryankasana with the wall support.
Take a few moments now and try to do it with yourself. Take a few moments and try to see how deep along the wall you're able to get. Try to see how much you're able to walk. Are you able to walk 2 steps, 3 steps? Bringing yourself to a 90-degree angle or less or more. The way you can do, actually the wall provides a very huge support to show you how you're able to do it. How deep are you able to bend backward? Now for those of you, this is just to get the back flexibility. But it will take a lot of practice before, a lot of trying before you're able to, without the support of the wall, just be able to go backwards. So for you, the easier way of doing it is to come to a lying down position with your knees bent and your hands above your shoulders. So keep your palms on the ground above your shoulders with your elbows raised upward and slowly push off the ground. Push off the ground. Now you're going to be bringing your hips up first. So first try this. Okay, we're actually entering into full Paryankasana. First, with your hands on the ground, legs on the ground, only push with your legs and lift your hips off the ground. You're not going to lift your upper back, just your hips. Lift it. So do not lift your upper back off the ground, just lifting only your hips off the ground. And see how the stretch is happening. This is the first step where you're going to be just pushing only your hips up and off the ground. The next step, okay, relax your hips now. Only push your hands off the ground. Your hands and shoulders, leaving your lower back on the ground. Lift only your hands and shoulders off the ground. Pushing your hands and shoulders off the ground, you'll see how you can get the strength needed for your hands. So it's going to be a combination of both of these. Now you can start. Put the weight on your hands and legs, first lifting your hips off the ground and then slowly pulling even your arms and head, coming up into Paryankasana. Now you can do trying to straighten out your legs over here, giving yourself a nice stretch. Take a moment and relax now. Relax now. In Paryankasana, let's look at all the components. In Paryankasana, you're going to be visualizing yourself as a stone bench. Because see, actually you may find, initially you may find Paryankasana is very difficult or it's giving you too much of a stretch and all. But Paryankasana is an asana for stability. That is why beautifully the Shastras, the Agamas are revealing to visualize yourself as a stone bench, the complete pure stability. Doing the Sahaja Kumbhaka, as you inhale and exhale, keeping yourself in pure awareness. Clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. and the Shambhavi Mudra, letting your awareness completely turn inwards. This is how you're going to be the all components of Paryankasana. So for those of you who are wondering what are all these components, you might have heard of yoga where you just do the asana, but you're not sure about understanding what are these other aspects, the pranayama, the bandha or the mudra. Beautifully, Swamiji reveals that when you go back to the original scriptures, the original shastras of yoga, yoga is not just about the asana, it's not about just your physical posture. The asana is just one of 12 components of yoga. The abharana, the jewels you wear when you do yoga, the aushadha, the kumkum, the vibhuti you put, the visualizations you're carrying in your inner space, the sounds you are hearing and the sounds you are repeating. Each of these matters, as well as the physical aspects of the position your hand is in, the way your body is clenching and relaxing, all of these make full yoga. If you want to understand deeper, like you want to know more about each of these components, understand how you can master them, please do check out our video, a yoga webinar, understanding why you need to do yoga, why is it different from any other type of exercise, and what are the deeper science behind these 12 components of yoga. The link is in the description below. You can please check it out and understand about why you really need to do yoga. Let's now do Paryankasana with all of these 12 components together. Remember, visualizing yourself as a stone bench, do the Sahaja Kumbhaka, clenching your perineum in the Mula Bandha, the Shambhavi Mudra, gaze turned inwards, the Japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivam in Paryankasana. उत्तानशयनं हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिम् अवष्टभ्य पादतलाभ्यां भूमिं धृत्वा नाभिप्रदेशम् ऊर्ध्वं कुर्यात् पर्यङ्कासनं भवति. Slowly relax now. Coming back down. And with that, let us enter into our next asana.
For the next asana we are going to be entering into Dhanurasana. Dhanurasana is another asana in which we'll be stretching out our backs very nicely. Just before we enter into Dhanurasana, just before we enter into doing Dhanurasana, let us do some counter stretches for Paryankasana. You can come into Vajrasana again. Bending forward, stretching your hands out, giving a nice stretch to your body in Vajrasana. Consciously visualize your complete body, bringing awareness to each part of your body. And slowly bend back. So, just before we enter into doing the preparatory asanas for Dhanurasana, we'll once show you how Dhanurasana is done. Come on to a lying down position on your stomach. Catch your legs with your hands, with your knees bent, and lift your body up pulling your legs and hands closer to each other in Dhanurasana. So this is how Dhanurasana is done. And we'll take you step by step through many preparatory stretches and asanas to master Dhanurasana. The first step for mastering Dhanurasana is to do Bhujangasana. So in Bhujangasana, you'll be in a lying down position on your stomach. And over here, you're going to place your hands next to your chest and push your upper body upwards. So in this asana, you're going to be lifting up your upper body with your hands, trying to face upwards with your head. Facing upwards, keeping your legs stretched out a bit, holding in Bhujangasana. We will hold in Bhujangasana for the count of 5 Mahavakyas. Take a few deep breaths in this asana. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Slowly relax. You can take a counter stretch once more into Vajrasana. And you can slowly get up. Now to continue doing Dhanurasana, the next preparatory stretch or asana we're going to be doing would be to do an advanced position of Ushtrasana 2. So you can come onto your knees, standing up on your knees, leaning back, bringing your hands to your legs as we did in Ushtrasana 2. This time you're going to be bending backwards into a much deeper back bend. So you're going to bend back, bringing your hands on the ground in a deeper version of Ushtrasana 2. So this will give you a much deeper bend, and we'll hold this for the count of 3 Mahavakyas. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Slowly relax. Bring your body back up. That would have given us a very deep bend to master Bhujangasana 2. You can take some more time and practice this for yourself. Okay, try this again. Based on how much you're able to bend your back, you can do a little less impact version from Ushtrasana 2, because we just did a very high impact version just now. Hold over there. And now you can do some counter stretches for that. You can come onto your fours with your knees on the ground. Bend your back downwards and upwards. First bending it upwards nicely, getting a counter stretch, and bending it a bit down. And again bending it back up, giving a deep stretch to your back. Hunch your back nicely. Your full back, hunching it nicely. And bringing it back. Slowly relax here. And now for entering into our next preparatory asana and stretch, we are going to be doing Naukasana.
Since in Dhanurasana you will need a lot of core strength to hold yourself up and off the ground, we're going to be working on our core strength by doing Naukasana.
To do Naukasana, you're going to be coming onto a sitting position with your legs stretched out. And over here, placing your hands behind your back onto the ground. So now we'll be showing you two versions of Naukasana, a low impact version and a high impact version. To enter first into showing the low impact version, place your hands onto the ground, your forearms on the ground, and then lift your legs up facing upwards towards the sky. So this is the low impact version. You will see this will target your stomach muscles, giving you a deep and nice strengthening exercise for your stomach. Now to enter into doing the high impact version, you're going to be coming with your arms stretched out in front of you. Your arms will be stretched out in front of you. And now you're going to be lifting your legs off the ground. So this will give you a good, nice stomach exercise. If you want, you can also use the wall support to do this asana. And you can hold now in Naukasana for the count of 3 Mahavakyas. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Slowly relax. We can do another set. We're going to be doing another 2 sets of Naukasana. So you can take a few moments of rest. This time we'll be holding Naukasana in the low impact version to show all of you how we can hold it in the low impact version too. We'll be holding this for the count of another 5 Mahavakyas. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Slowly relax. Take a moment to stretch your body out before we enter into our last set of Naukasana. So now you can again lift your body back up, holding to the count of 3 Mahavakyas. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. You can slowly relax. For a counter stretch, you can do Gajasana. In Gajasana, you'll be placing your hands and trying to bring your legs to the ground in a V position. So you can do Gajasana to get that counter stretch. Very good. So We will now be entering into seeing the various components of Dhanurasana and then enter into doing Dhanurasana together. So in Dhanurasana, you're going to be doing the Sahaja Kumbhaka. The Sahaja Kumbhaka is just inhaling normally and then exhaling. So this is how the Sahaja Kumbhaka is done. This is the normal breathing, but do it in a deep breathing version. So inhale deeply and then exhale deeply. You're going to be visualizing yourself as a bow and arrow in Dhanurasana, the completely stretched out bow. So keeping yourself in that position in Dhanurasana and visualizing yourself as a completely stretched bow, performing the Mula Bandha, sealing your perineal floor, gazing towards your third eye. In Dhanurasana, the drishti you're going to be doing is gazing towards your third eye. Chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, and bringing the Shambhavi Mudra in this asana, which is turning your awareness inwards. As you do this asana, let us now enter into doing Dhanurasana together. Come to a lying down position on your back. Sorry, on your stomach. Come to a lying down position. Catch your feet with your arms, with your hands. Catch your feet. And prepare and take off, lifting yourself into Dhanurasana. प्रसार्य पादौ भुवि दण्डरूपौ करौ च पृष्ठे धृतपादयुग्मम् कृत्वा धनुस्तुल्यनिवर्तिताङ्गम् निगद्य योगी धनुरासनं तत्. And slowly relax as we enter into our next asana for today.
The next asana we're going to be doing is Kapotasana. Kapotasana is going to be a very, very deep stretching asana again for our back. This time it's going to be taking it to the next level. So first let's see how to do Kapotasana. In Kapotasana, you're going to be leaning backwards, bringing your hands all the way to your feet, resting your forearms on the ground and your head between your feet. This is how we are going to be doing Kapotasana. Now, starting off with some preliminary stretches, because Kapotasana is a very, very deep back bend. First, we're going to be working on opening up our back. First, doing one side at a time. Bending one knee forward, stretch the other leg behind in Ardha Kapotasana. From here, you're going to be holding on to the leg that is stretched behind you and bringing it towards your head. So you can also see from a side angle how it will look. Stretching one leg out behind, hold on to the foot. So you're going to be holding on to your foot and trying to pull it towards your head. So you can see here, you have to hold both your hands towards your leg, turning around. So your both shoulders are twisted backwards. So you can see that your hand will not be coming from this position, but you will be twisting it around and reaching it from the top towards your leg. So reaching both of your hands towards your leg, try to lean your head backwards, bringing it as close to your foot as possible. So this is where you will get the deep stretch on one leg. You can slowly relax. Because in Kapotasana, the same thing, you're going to be bringing your head in between your feet and your hands all the way to your legs. This is how we can start off stretching. So do this first now, doing Raja Kapotasana on one side. You can start off with your right leg in front and your left leg extended behind. Twist and hold it for the chant of 3 Mahavakyas here. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Slowly relax. Take a moment to lean forward in the same position, getting a counter stretch. And raise back up. Repeating this on the other side. So bringing your left leg in front and your right leg extended behind. Lift your leg up towards your head again, bringing your hands from behind. Bringing your head towards your leg again, let's hold it here for 3 Mahavakyas. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax now. Lean forward and down. Resting yourself for a few seconds here. Give your back that nice counter stretch. And come back up. Now the next stretches we're going to do for Kapotasana are two much deeper steps of Paryankasana. So in Paryankasana we just went upside down, bringing our hands and legs to the ground and raising our hips up and high. Now we're going to do two deeper variations. The first one is going to be Petaputi Asana. In Petaputi Asana is basically in Paryankasana, you're going to be attempting to bring your hands as close to your legs as possible. Coming flat onto the ground, pushing your legs and hands off the ground high up. You're going to attempt to walk your hands as close to your legs as possible. Bring your hands and legs to each other as close as possible. Raising, trying to straighten your knees over here. This is Petaputi Asana. Let's hold here for the chant for the count of 10. Ekam, Dve, Trini, Chatvari, Pancha, Shat, Sapta, Ashta, Nava, Dasha. Slowly relax now for a second. Bringing your forearms onto the ground in the next stretch. So this is the next advanced variation of Chakrasana 2, where you're going to be bringing your forearms to the ground and trying to grasp your ankles here. Try to walk your ankles as close to your hands as possible. Try to push your hips backward, getting a deeper stretch. And hold for 10 counts. Ekam, Dve, Trini, Chatvari, Pancha, Shat, Sapta, Ashta, Nava, Dasha. Slowly relax. Come back to a lying down position. So that was a very deep stretch. Let's get some counter stretches now. From a lying down position itself, laying on your back, bring your knees to your chest and try to bring your head towards the center of your knees in Kandukasana. So this will give you a deep stretch. Pull your face up to your knees and bend your whole entire back. curving your entire back in Kandukasana. You can rock back and forth a little bit here. Giving yourself a nice counter stretch. Let's hold it for the chant of 3 Mahavakyas. Bringing your head in between your knees. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. And slowly relax. Now let's enter into doing Kapotasana itself. Come up onto a kneeling position like how we started off for Ushtrasana 2.
So for us to just take one look back into Kapotasana, doing it step by step before we enter into seeing the components of Kapotasana. Come back to a leaning position. And over here, bend your upper body backwards, bringing your hands to the ground. Stretching your hand behind, bringing your hands to the ground. Bend your forearms to the ground and hold here in Kapotasana. So this is how Kapotasana is done. You can now get up and we'll be seeing the various components as part of Kapotasana. So in Kapotasana, you're going to be performing the Ujjayi Pranayama. As we saw, the Ujjayi Kumbhaka is done by inhaling deeply and while exhaling, constricting your throat a little bit, visualizing yourself as a dove, a kapota, performing the Mula Bandha, sealing your perineal floor. Performing the Shambhavi Mudra, turning your gaze inwards, your awareness moving it inwards, chanting the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, as we do Kapotasana. So let's now enter into doing Kapotasana. Prepare yourself, come to a kneeling position as we enter into Kapotasana. You can bend yourself a bit back, bringing your one hand to the ground and bending the other hand from above, placing your forearms on the ground. मेरुदण्डग्रन्थिदाढ्य सम्पिपादयिषुः पुमान् कपोतोष्ट्रासनाभ्यास कुर्यान्मितहिताशनः. Slowly release. And let us now enter into some counter stretches for all the asanas that we did today. The first counter stretch we'll be doing will be Vajrasana. So you can bend forward from your knees. You can use the support of a partner to hold your hands and pull your body frontwards. Giving a nice stretch to your upper body.
And the next counter stretch that you can do is coming again into a kneeling position in Vajrasana. Try to spread your knees a bit apart and lean your body forward and down in between your knees, bringing your torso in between your knees. So this will give you a deeper stretch also, allowing your back to get the relaxation it needs. Again here, try to focus on how you can loosen up the muscles of your back. And one last counter stretch, come back up into a standing position and lean forward and down in Uttanasana. So again here, let your focus be on your back. Feel your back curving. Curve your entire back and try to feel it. You can do this a dynamic thing where you raise up and go down a bit, bouncing in place to really feel it, stretching out your lower back. Perfect. With that, we will enter into Shivasana, the final step of Nithyananda Yoga. Come to a laying down position on the mat with your legs straight and your arms extended by your side. Keep your palms facing upwards. Keep your legs straight. Visualizing yourself as Paramashiva resting in Samadhi. Feel the Shakti Chalan Mudra, the energy spreading inch by inch throughout your body. Do the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space as you do Shivasana. legs. Bring your knees to your chest and rock up into a seated position. Congratulations to each and every one of you. You have successfully completed today's Nithyananda Yoga. So many beautiful asanas, getting yourself the deepest of back stretches. I invite all of you to sign up for the Paramashiva Sena program, a 30-day free program Swamiji is offering for each and every one of us to get back in touch with our original nature, become an ambassador of Paramashiva and discover authentic Hinduism starting on December 1st. Do not miss out on it and do sign up for it. We'll be projecting the link at the end. And do post your experience of today's yoga. How was the stretch for you? Which asanas you found useful? Which ones you found that you were a bit stuck over there in the comment section below in the live chat, and we will definitely help you along to mastering each and every one of these asanas. With that, let us offer our gratitude at the feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, for giving us this amazing science of yoga and this amazing opportunity to experience that science. And let us end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Paduka Nityanandam. Nityanandam, everyone, thank you for joining and hope to see each and every one of you coming back tomorrow for more amazing yoga sessions. Nityanandam.